It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. It's been around for decades, and it's not showing any signs of slowing down. If anything, it's growing. We're talking about video games, and whether it's a home console, tablet, hybrid device, PC, smartphone, any of those things, video games are everywhere, and they're for everyone. But the question is, which one is right for you? So, we're with Andrea Mock today in a special News 19 Nerd segment.
Pretty excited. It's my first nerd segment.
Happy you could join the team.
Yes, thank you.
We're trying to help you figure out which device is right for you and your family. So, Andrea, what do you know about video games?
Okay, here's what I know. So I have a 7-year-old boy, Brady, as we know, and I thought for a long time that just his iPad games were going to be enough for him. And he would always, sometimes I would reward him with that, you know, hey, Mommy, can I get a new app? I did well on this test or whatever. And then this Christmas, he got introduced to the DS 360, what is it?
3DS.
3DS,
Right. The new 3DS system.
The new 3DS, and his life changed.
Right.
And so now I realize, because he loves this, he spends so much time on it. He talks about it with his friends at school. They all have it. They all play it. Even at play dates, I was so surprised. They bring their own 3DSs and then sit next to each other and play them.
Have their own little play parties, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm ready to take the next step. I'm ready to buy what will be his next gaming system. But I took my first time into one of the stores. What are they called?
GameStop?
Yes.
GameStop.
Yes,
Okay.
and I was very overwhelmed because they have the same game in like 6 different consoles. I didn't know. The last game I played, Michael, was Mario Brothers 3.
That's a classic.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the original Mario.
Okay.
And Bubble Bobble.
Okay.
So past that, Michael, I know nothing.
Okay.
So I would like to know, you know, for starters, what is kind of the next step up from the DS?
If you're going to stick with the Nintendo family, the next step up would probably be the Nintendo Wii.
Okay.
That actually came out probably 7-8 years ago. It's one of the most popular systems ever sold, only behind the PlayStation 2. The biggest selling point for the Wii is that it's easy to use, family friendly, and it reintroduced the idea of motion controls to everybody. So you have the control in your hand right now, you have the nunchuck device, and then the remote. You actually point that as a TV as you're playing, and it moves around, the character moves around as you're moving with the game.
Is this 2 remotes or 1 remote?
It acts as one remote.
So it's not like you'd have this one and I'd have this one. This is both.
That's
okay.
one remote for one person.
All right, let me ask you this, because Brady has played this before because our neighbor has this one. But is this something that's more for younger kids and he would eventually grow out of it?
Well, that's the thing. Like we said at the beginning, video games are for everyone now. So you're going to find some adult games on there, some mature rated games as he gets older. The con to that is that because it's older and they actually don't make the system anymore, you can't find newer games. So games have actually stopped being made for the Wii. There are hundreds of games to choose from. You just won't find anything new past like maybe 2013 or so.
They're not making the Wii anymore?
No.
Why?
Well, because they moved on to the new device, the Nintendo Switch, which came out last week.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so real quick before we move on to the next device, and you can tell me about that one, how much is your average Wii game?
The console itself will probably cost you $69.99, $69.99, maybe even $49.99 if you find it at a good deal.
Does it come with this?
It's going to come with one remote for the nunchuck itself and the controller.
But obviously you have to buy another because you're going to play with friends.
Yeah, and you probably have up to four or five people playing at one time, so you're going to want multiple controllers.
And how much are the controllers?
The controllers now probably range anywhere from $29.99 for the Wiimote part itself, and then maybe $19.99 for the nunchuck. That's how much they were new, so used you might find them for $15.99 to $24.99.
Okay, so this one is in the running for my family, but I guess you would have to think about having the space to set this up, right?
Yeah.
You can't do this in a small room.
Well, no, it actually also comes with a little IR bar. It's a little bar, and that actually detects the movement from the remote itself. So they recommend probably anywhere from 4 to 6 feet of playing space to actually move around and do all that kind of stuff.
So definitely more of a family room game than a bedroom game, depending on what your house is set up like.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now I read about this coming out. What is this fancy thing?
This is the new Nintendo Switch. Came out March 3rd. It retails for $299. You can't find them anywhere. They're sold out. Because I have no life and I play video games all the time, I pre-ordered mine months ago, so I was able to get one.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. So that's great.
Okay.
I've been playing it at work. I love it. The big selling point.
You've been playing it at work? You gonna just put that on the internet? You're just gonna tell
Maybe,
people that?
maybe don't tell my boss
all
about
right,
it.
We'll hush on that. Okay.
Yeah, don't tell anyone. All right, so after I do my work and I play it, you know,
This is
whatever.
like the DS, but it's a lot bigger.
Yeah, so hold it in your hand right now, just to get
Ooh.
a feel for it. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So it combines the portability of the handheld. Flip it the other way.
Oh, look. Oh, what do you mean?
Flip it this way. That way.
Oh.
Now it's right side up. Before it was upside down.
Okay.
It's okay. So
My bad.
it gives you the portability of a handheld system, but if you want to play it on your TV, you can. It comes with a dock. You put this in the dock and it plays right in your TV.
So then, does this become the remote?
Yeah, because so you have this right here. These slide off.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
And then you have those, and then this would sit in your dock like that.
So this system is not just your handheld going on a car trip. You can do this at home too.
Yeah, exactly.
All
the
right.
whole idea is that whether you want to play play at home or on the go, you take it with you.
And Nintendo is Mario Brothers, right?
Nintendo, yep, like right behind us right now, you saw a commercial for Mario and some of the other games. That's Splatoon right there, Minecraft, Skylanders, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so you get all of those on this.
Yes.
And I'm guessing this is still really expensive for games.
The games actually, there's a pretty good standard price for any new game is going to be $59.99.
Gosh, Lord.
It is expensive, but that's the standard. So
Okay.
whether you're playing a new game on a Nintendo system, or an Xbox or a PlayStation, a new game is $59.99.
Does this come with this thing?
No, this is another price.
No way!
Another expense that you're going to have to pay for. This is $69.99.
Right.
It is expensive.
In conclusion, this one is not right for my family right now, but if you got a lot of money to burn,
Yeah.
go ahead and take this one.
It's expensive, but it has a lot of technology in it. So
Okay.
there you go.
All right, now let's go with the one closer to you. Now,
Okay.
this is a
This is a, what do you think it is? PS?
one, only because I'm reading it. It says PS4.
Okay, you get credit for that. Yeah, this is a PlayStation 4.
Oh, PlayStation, right.
Yeah, PlayStation.
Okay.
It's the line of Sony, the Sony brand. They've been around since, I guess, almost 20 years ago with the PlayStation 1.
Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Or no?
Sega.
Sega?
Sega Genesis.
That's Sonic?
That's Sonic, yes.
Okay, my bad.
No, that's
So who's
cool. We could do
PlayStation?
another segment. PlayStation that's going to be your Crash Bandicoot,
Okay.
your Jet Moto, Tobal number 1.
Okay.
Anything? Final Fantasy. That's probably the biggest thing that people know it for, bringing the Final Fantasy series over to the U.S.
All right, and what's cool about this one?
It has a great user interface in terms of the system, in terms of how games are look on it. It runs full HD graphics, everything like that. It has an online interface, so you can play games online with other people. You're going to have to pay an additional price for that, but you also get free games with that too. So I mean, it has a bunch of stuff. It also has a bunch of family-friendly games for Brady. For example, if he's into Legos, there's a whole series of Lego-themed games like Lego Marvel Avengers,
Oh,
Lego
cool.
Batman.
Just like the movies. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Lego
Yeah.
Batman, Lego Star Wars. You can find all that on either the PlayStation or the Xbox.
Okay.
And then this is the controller.
And what does this one come with?
It's going to come with one controller.
All
It's
right.
going to come with the cables to hook it up and everything you need. The cool thing about
Oh, I like this controller.
feels good, right? Yeah, it feels
Yeah.
great. It has a great heft to it.
Yeah.
There's a rumble and everything in it. The cool thing about the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox, because they've been out for a while, you can actually get them with games now.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, you can probably spend $299 and find a PlayStation 4 that's going to come with a game.
That would be really nice.
Yeah, and then if you wait towards Christmas, all the retailers actually put them with more games, so you might find 2 or 3 games for $299 with the system.
That's what I was going to ask
Yeah.
you. Is that his birthday? I mean, when's the best time of year to buy?
Probably around
Christmas,
Christmas.
really?
And
Okay.
honestly, probably Black Friday, because you're going to find all the crazy Black Friday deals with electronics. A lot of stores will do buy 2, get 1 free on games and all that kind of stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, this is the one that I've actually heard of. Everyone talks about it. Xbox. Let's play
Yeah.
Xbox, Xbox, Xbox. Why is this the most well-known that somebody like me would even know about it?
I think it's the most well-known because of the marketing push behind Microsoft. I
Okay.
mean, Bill Gates, Microsoft, he helped start the Xbox
I did
brand.
not know that.
Yeah.
Xbox is Microsoft?
Xbox
I had
is Microsoft.
no idea.
That's
Okay.
right. So they
Interesting.
have that whole marketing push behind them.
Okay.
I would say the previous console generation between the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360, more people knew about actually 2 consoles ago, more people knew about Sony PlayStation.
PlayStation, yeah.
Microsoft tried really hard to get ingrained into people's minds, so that's how you know more about them now,
The
because
Xbox.
they're always pushing commercials.
Because I was going to
everywhere.
say, I feel like in college, guys I knew did PlayStation.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, that
yeah.
was okay.
Playing your football games,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
All right, so tell me about Xbox. How is it different? What does it offer? How much is it first?
It's probably going to be about the same price. You just have to shop online.
$299?
You can find a good console for $299 with games. Again, you can find bundles for everything like that as well.
What's Xbox 360? I just saw that. What does that mean?
That was the previous system.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there was a 360, there was Xbox 360, and then Xbox One.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's different in the? I mean, is it just all a ploy to get you to spend more money?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, you are going to spend more money with every new console, but you're also getting new power in the system. One thing that these don't have is compared to a PC, like a personal computer, you have to keep upgrading those with the hard drives and everything to keep up with all the newest games.
Right.
The cool thing about consoles is they have a standard, a minimum, so all the games have to meet that requirement, so you don't have to worry about upgrading to everything to get all those new graphics into
nice.
the system.
All right, so Xbox One. So like, let's say I want to buy, if I want to buy an Xbox 360 because I want to save some money and because he's only 7, is it going to be obsolete in a couple years and then?
Well, Xbox One or Xbox 360?
360, if I want to go one generation back.
You're going to run into the same problem that you would with the Wii. So they don't make that anymore. So you have to buy it used. Nothing wrong with that because you can find great quality products used, but you're not going to get any new games anymore.
New games, because it's all, okay.
Right.
Now, what about, because I already know that like Brady likes Madden Mobile. Like which game is the best, or which console is the best for Madden?
Okay, so Madden is, everybody knows Madden. Everybody loves football. Madden is going to be on all the systems.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not exclusive to one system.
No, because
Okay.
it's not made by the companies that make these consoles. It's made by somebody else called Electronic Arts. So they have a publishing deal to publish those games on these systems. So you can find that anywhere. The thing about Madden is they make one every year. So you have your Madden 17, your Madden 18. Essentially, they change the franchise or they change the team names out. But it comes on any system. Right now, it's not on the Switch yet, but that's because it just came out. So we have to wait to see if they have a deal to bring that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking for me, probably the best thing is the Xbox One.
It's going to be great. You're going to find family-friendly games, like we said, those Lego games, the Traveler's Tale games, the Batmans, even all your Avengers games, all that kind of stuff. You're going to find it on here. One thing about this, you can buy an additional attachment called the Kinect camera. It tracks your whole body, which is cool. I actually have one, and I have a game called Dance Central, which I use to dance all the time. So I like to shake my booty.
When is this? What is this going on? Can I come over and watch that? I mean, I haven't seen that side of you, Michael.
That's something I try
Michael's been my 11 o'clock producer for how many years? I've never seen you
3.
dance.
Yeah,
3?
I try to keep that away from everybody
Okay.
else. But yeah,
I
I mean,
like it.
But it's fun. But yeah, you have your whole family. You can play those games like that.
That's
cool.
fun. And so, so there's really no price difference between the PlayStation and the Xbox One.
At this point, no, because these are considered kind of stopgap systems. Microsoft and Sony are both working on new systems eventually. There's going to be a new system to replace this called the Xbox Scorpio, and this has a PS4 Pro. That kind of gets into a mid-tier replacement system where they're a little more powerful than these systems, but they're still going to play these games. So you're good with these.
Okay.
You're going to be fine with this. These will last you for years. Brady's going to have a good time with this. It'll grow with him. Like I said, you'll get those family-friendly games.
And
Once
then
he
he
gets
can kind
older,
of work his way up to the
you
more
can get
mature
games.
games.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like that. Well, thank you. This was all very educational. We should definitely keep this up for around Thanksgiving so
Okay,
that people
yeah.
can make them informed decisions. Then maybe we can do this again and you can show me the deals and where to get it.
Oh yeah, I would
Yeah.
love to do that. That'd be great.
All right.
All right,
Thank
cool.
you, Michael.
All right. So, hope that was helpful for you guys. Again, you can always follow us on Twitter at News19Nerds and be sure to use the hashtag News19Assemble. See you later.